Welcome to the True to Success podcast, a space created to help you slow down, reset your mind, and realign your life from the inside out. This podcast is about real growth, not pressure, not perfection, but clarity, responsibility, and personal power. Here we talk about identity and purpose, letting go of what you can't control, building emotional awareness, strength through humility, and learning how to move forward without losing yourself. True to Success is coaching, not preaching, conversation, not performance. Each episode is designed to help you breathe, reflect, and take ownership of your next step, one honest moment at a time. This podcast is led by Dave Shelton, motivational speaker, life coach, and founder of True to My Soul Enterprises. Dave's work focuses on emotional regulation, personal responsibility, inner alignment, and helping people build lives that feel grounded, intentional, and true to who they are. To learn more, explore additional reflections, and continue the work beyond the podcast, visit www.truetomysoul.com. That's TRU2MYSOUL.com. That's truetomysoul.com. Now settle in, take a breath, and welcome to the True to Success podcast with Dave Shelton.
You are beautiful, no matter what they say, and words can't bring you down. Oh, yo, what's good, family? I missed my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown in my zone. So, you know what? Let's start the show a little different today and say, yo, what's good, everybody? Yo, welcome to the True to Success podcast with your host, Dave Shelton. I am Dave Shelton, and welcome. I am here to help you to get your mind right and your soul inspired. This is your time, your place, and your space to breathe, reset, and step into your power. Actually, we're stepping into our peace because peace is what's going to bring us into our power. Now, before we get started today, I want to talk about the word of the week. The word of the week is acceptance. Acceptance. Now, here's the thing. Acceptance doesn't mean that you quit. It doesn't mean that you stop growing. Acceptance doesn't mean this is just how I am. You're just going to have to deal with it. And now you're stuck. Acceptance means you stop fighting yourself long enough to finally understand yourself. You can't guide something that you keep trying to erase. And that's where this show really starts. Before we go any further, I want us to pause because this is one of those conversations you cannot rush into. You got to sit with it. You got to sit with it like you sit with that text that says, we need to talk. So there's a scene in the movie, The Avengers. Now stay with me on this one. This particular scene literally stays with me. Now, Mr. Bruce Banner pulls up to New York on a moped. Now that's alone is funny, but the world is about to end. The aliens are falling from the sky. The buildings are collapsing. And here comes Bruce like he's late for yoga, like he missed the bus and borrowed somebody else's scooter. Captain America then turns to Bruce and says this, "Hey, Banner, we're going to need you. You might want to go ahead and get angry for this one." And then Bruce says to him very calmly, in the slightest of ease, "See, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry." And boom, the Hulk. Now listen, that moment wasn't about anger, but that moment was about acceptance. Now, in the early Hulk movies, Bruce hated himself. He was always running. He was always hiding. He was always trying to control it, trying to cure it, trying to do things to get rid of it. He didn't want that to be a part of his existence. By the time we did the thing where the end game comes and after the snap, we don't see Bruce sometimes and Hulk sometimes. We see Bruce as the Hulk. The same mind, the same heart, different relationships with himself. He's eating tacos outside with his friends, taking pictures with the kids, signing autographs, and at breakfast, he's eating and he's saying to everybody at the table, "I'm not fighting with me anymore." And that's the part right there that kind of hits me because I had anger and I call it my anger because I had to stop blaming the world for something I carried. For a long time, I didn't like parts of myself. I didn't like how direct I could be. I didn't like how I directed my anger. I didn't like how intense I was. I didn't like how loud my emotions felt sometimes. And I assume people didn't like it either. So in that, I started shrinking, smoothing myself out, trying to hold back my personality, trying to be acceptable, like there was one correct way to be or one correct way to exist. But here's what I learned. The parts of you that make you uncomfortable are likely the parts of you that carries your strength. They don't need deletion. They just need direction. Let me ask you something. When people don't like a part of you, do you A, hide it, B, change it for them, C, defend it aggressively, or D, start disliking yourself? No judgment. I just want you to notice your answer. See, the real lesson is this. Growth is not becoming someone else. Growth is becoming aligned with who you are. See, I didn't stop being intense. I just learned how to aim it. See, anger wasn't my enemy, but the lack of guidance was. Once Bruce accepted the Hulk, he literally stopped destroying everything. And once I accepted myself, I stopped exhausting myself. See, when you stop fighting who you are, you stop wasting your life energy. So now moving forward, what would you change? If you was able to guide that part of you instead of fighting it, would you A, set healthier boundaries? B, use it for a purpose? C, stop apologizing for existing? Or D, finally feel peace? Sit with that for a second. See, because what I'm truly trying to say, you don't have to erase yourself to grow. You have to understand yourself, because self-hate doesn't produce growth, but self-awareness does. So let's bring this together. Echo me, if you will. I don't have to hate parts of myself to grow. I can guide my power instead of fighting it. I accept who I am. Breathe with me. He said, beloved, you are stronger than what you know, and you are deserving of all the good that life has to offer you. No matter what happens in this world, you gotta fall in love with yourself. So stay aware, stay grounded, stay true, and stay you. With that I say unto you, I am beautiful, no matter what I say. And words can't bring me down. So don't bring me down today. Namaste.
As we close today's session, I want you to remember this. Growth doesn't happen all at once. It happens in moments like this, when you slow down, reflect, and choose yourself with intention. If today's episode gave you clarity, perspective, or something to sit with, I invite you to continue the work with us. Visit www.truetomysoul.com. That's truetomysoul.com, where you'll find deeper reflections, tools, and resources designed to support your growth beyond the podcast. If you have questions, thoughts, or want to connect directly, you can email us at info@truetomysoul.com. And if this space has been helpful to you, make sure to subscribe to the True to Success podcast so you don't miss future sessions. Each episode is designed to meet you right where you are, with honest conversation, grounded coaching, and reminders that you're not behind, you're becoming. Thank you for spending this time with us. Until next time, stay grounded, stay honest, and keep doing the quiet work that leads to real success. We'll see you soon on the True to Success podcast with Dave Shelton.